Live from beautiful Oriole Park, we're going to be treated to a gorgeous day for baseball on the show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Baltimore Orioles. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And getting the start for Baltimore, Trevor Rogers.
He's a dominant pitcher, but he can get a little too relaxed second and third time through the order and miss his spots. That's where we see him get touched up. If he maintains the same intensity that he has in the first inning and the second inning, I think we'll see him hand the ball over to his closer.
All right, ready to go here, and it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. And we're underway in Baltimore.
Hey!
Rogers, a former All-Star, 28 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in New Mexico. The 1-1 is fouled off. One and two now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. On the ground to third, and that's a foul ball. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Batting second, right fielder.
Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
We know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with two strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Just underway from Baltimore.
That's
He's
in.
just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Kauser makes the catch for the out. Two down.
Guerrero Jr.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties.
Hey!
They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, you know, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Two down, nobody on.
Ball, that pitch is up.
Close, but call the ball. And the count is 3-1. There's the strike. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. This one in the air, center field. Kauser under it. And that is that. We head to the bottom of the first. No score after a half inning. Bottom of the first. On the hill here today, Kevin Gausman.
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
Holiday digs in now.
Jackson Holiday.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball one. And a big swing and a miss. Ball to strike. The pitch. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs. Fights it off. He'll see another. And a 1-2 again. That one
Ball
ran
two.
inside, almost got him. Comes a 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. One away.
Batting second, third baseman.
All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
On the ground.
Foul,
And
that
it
ball's
goes
foul.
just foul. Here's the 0-1. Popped up. Guerrero under it. Snags it for the second out.
Batting third, the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
2 down, bases empty. And here is Gunnar Henderson. Have to say, he's one of the most impressive young players I've seen in recent years.
Well, no question about it. His future is very bright. The city, the organization, both are excited about him. He has a lot to look forward to.
And that will end the inning. End of one, and we're still scoreless. We move ahead to the top of the second now. And now for the Jays, Anthony Santander.
Well, he's a good player, but if he wants to be great, he's going to have to figure it out against right-handed pitchers. There's so many right-handers in the game that you're going to see them one after another. So you would imagine with that many looks, Boog, that the adjustment's got to be coming soon.
And the 0-1. Foul ball there. That's hard hit on the line. Beavers makes the grab. One down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Chris, you played
Nope,
here in
that's the ball.
2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going. It made it a lot easier to come to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling. And then the way that they treated your family. I mean, this is a great place to play, and I'd say it's got to be one of the top places in all of baseball.
Dalton Varsho in the box now. No balls and a strike. And you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles player in a highlight clip. And that's
Ball,
downstairs.
that's
And the count even 1-1. Smoked on the ground to second. Toss to Alonso. Inning over. Blue Jays go down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back now at Oriole Park and into the box for Baltimore, Pete Alonso.
Pete Alonso.
And a foul ball. Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. And a good start to the inning.
Batting fifth, catcher, Adley Rutschman.
Hey!
No score here in the second. Line drive caught. One pitch and one out.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
One out man at first. Taylor Ward will hit next. That one fouled hard the other way.
Nope. Ball one.
Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire.
Man at first, one away. Misses outside, and that's ball two.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
A little bit low.
Nope, that's
He's
down.
really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
He goes down looking.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Ball.
Alonso, the runner at first with 2 gone. That's ripped. Base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Coming home. He will score, and the Orioles take the lead.
Well, the strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So a runner at third, 2 men out. Now it's the DH, Ryan Mountcastle. And there's the strike. outs and a runner at third. Bottom half of inning number 2. Fastball for a strike.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
Oh, 2 now. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We head on now to the top of the third. It's the Orioles 1 and the Jays nothing. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Back here in Baltimore, new inning getting started. Number 7 getting ready to hit.
Ball inside.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and it falls. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. There are a lot of nicknames people have attached to hits like that. Blooper, flare, duck snort, lawn dart, etc. But whatever you want to call it, it's a knot. And those are the ones that'll make you smile as a hitter just about every time.
First offering, and it just misses.
Feels like the fastball's catching them off guard at times. They've watched several go by for strikes, and they're still not attacking them for some reason.
The 1-1. And fouled off. Got him looking for the strikeout.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Here's Andres Jimenez.
Outside, that's a ball.
The 1-0. In the air, right field. Beavers has this one sized up. And there are 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter, George Springer.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. George Springer, the next to hit. His first at bat was a strikeout. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him, gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
Hey, 2.
Swing and a ball popped up. Holiday. And that'll do it. 1 left for Toronto. They trail here 1-0. As we go to the last of the third, and into the box for Baltimore, Colton Cowser.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That's a strike, and it's 0-2.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Santander makes the catch, and a quick out, number one.
Second baseman, Jackson Holiday.
That pitch gets the inside corner. That's strike one. Just missed.
Ball 2.
Way
Ball.
inside,
That's
gets
inside.
out of the way. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Lifted in the air, out to left. Santander drifts towards it. And there's two down.
Now batting, third baseman, Jordan Westberg.
And next for the Orioles, Jordan Westberg. He popped out his first time. And that one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Line drive, and it stays fair. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in, and that's a two-bagger.
Love how he let that ball travel,
Now
trusted his
batting,
hands. Nice
shortstop,
job of going the other way.
Henderson.
Ball. That's out.
Man at second.
Ball.
No
That's
need to
too
go
high.
right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you. So make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
2-0. Runner at second, two down. Here in the last half of the third. Swing and a foul straight back. Here's a 2-2. Stays alive. Man on second, two down.
Ball 3.
Pete Alonso next to bat for Baltimore. And here's a 3-2. And ball four
that pitch
to
is
a
out.
board.
Now batting, first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Here's Pete Alonso. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far.
There it was a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
2 on, 2 outs. This one in the air, center field. Jimenez. And that is the inning. Orioles strand a couple, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Start of the 4th, and now for the Jays, Addison Barger.
Addison Barger.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The 0-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
And that one fouled off. The Jays down by a run, top half of inning number 4. And there's a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Next one misses, and that is ball 1. And a good eye there. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he hadn't seen that changeup the entire at-bat until that put-away pitch, and it's pretty tough to deal with as a hitter. You're up there battling, trying to read and react with 2 strikes, and then all of a sudden a pitch comes out of nowhere, and it's a good changeup. It's just almost impossible to hit it when you haven't seen it.
Anthony Santander at the plate. He's 0 for 1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. And they tie it up. It's 1-1.
He got on plane with that high fastball, and look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
And
ball
that's
inside.
The inside edge. And that's ball 1. Swings through that. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
That one almost got him. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Here's a 2-2. That one
That's ball
just
3.
misses. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Set down on strikes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. All even now at 1-1. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Ready to go,
Leading off
bottom
for the
4.
Orioles.
And into the box for Baltimore, Adley Rutschman.
Rutschman.
And that is out of play.
You know, these Orioles showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Inside, almost
inside.
got him. Struck him out without a swing. And that's
Up
4
next for the
strikeouts.
Orioles, left fielder, Taylor Ward.
That's
Ball, that
outside.
pitch is out.
Ball 1.
By not chasing out of the zone, they're getting good pitches to hit. When you can do that, you have a much better chance to square up the baseball and do damage like they have so far.
The 1-0. Swing and a miss as he was out front. And there's a foul ball. One, 2 now. High fly ball, right field. Barger moving under it. And that quickly 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder.
And now it's going to be Dylan Beavers. 1 for 1. He tripled in his first trip.
Ball 1.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. He swings and fouls one off. Ball to strike. That one almost got him. Gets a piece and stays alive. This one popped up. Jimenez makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Back now at Oriole
Leading
Park,
off for the
and
Blue
now for the
Jays,
Jays,
center
Dalton
fielder,
Varsho.
Dalton Varsho.
Well,
Ball
these
1.
Jays just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been
That's
hitting the
ball
ball
2.
gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
2-0 to count. Here it comes. In the air to left center. Dives and makes the catch. What a play.
Hitter's got a broken heart on that one. It had base hit written all over it. Maybe extra bases. Great diving catch for the upset.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Cowser. That's out number 2.
One place to start in terms of turning the offense around is pitch selection. I think if they get a little more selective about what pitches they're going after, we'll start seeing better contact.
So up next, Ernie Clement went down on strikes his first time through.
Ball 1.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And strike 2.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And that is that. Nothing across here this half. Last half of the 5th coming up. All tied 1-1. Back here in Baltimore, here's the designated hitter for the Orioles, Ryan Mountcastle. Ball 1, no strikes.
You know, these Orioles, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
1 up, 1 down.
Speaking of those line drives, you can't get too discouraged when they don't drop in for you. It's important to remember that you pretty much did everything right, and that's just baseball sometimes.
Ball.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Ball upstairs.
All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering is fouled back. And that one almost
That's
hit him.
inside.
Payoff pitch. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Just a great slider right there. And I think the key for pitchers and what hitters don't want to see is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, that he misses off the edge of the strike zone rather than in the middle of the strike zone. And right there, excellent execution, and it finished up in a perfect spot.
So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Jackson Holliday digs in now. And a swing and a miss there. Drilled out towards left center field. Carrying well. And it is out of here. He'll circle the bases, and the Orioles jump out in front. It's 2-1.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And You know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Hard hit, right side. Sends it to first, and that is the inning. Solo homer brings in one for Baltimore, and it's now a 2-1 ball game. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moments so far. The batter now,
Leading off
Andres
for the Blue
Jimenez.
Jays, shortstop, Andres Jimenez.
Just missed.
That's inside.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
That's a strike, and a count 1-1. And fouled off.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
And now it's 1-2.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
In the air, left field. Ward on the move. He's got it. And there's one down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, George Springer.
Yeah.
And an 0-0 count. Not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. In the air, left field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And that's a 1-out single.
Now batting, right fielder,
Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays.
Hey!
The Blue Jays with the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Runner on the go. Grounds one to short. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He decides to eat it. A tough play, and now there are runners at first and second.
Up next for the Blue Jays, first baseman.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over.
Ball one there.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Two on, one out. And now 2-0.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
The 2-0 is in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
And a swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
1 out. Runners at first and second. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Chop to the right side, down the line, and it's foul.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
Here's a 2-2. To the right side. Dives, and he can't hang on.
Out.
Flip to the pitcher is in time, and they do get the second out of the inning.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. That'll be it for Trevor Rogers, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third, so looking for some help there. Back in a minute.
Now pitching
Andrew
for the Orioles.
Kittredge takes over on the mound.
59.
All they need from him right here is one out, but that's easier said than done for sure. Lots of pressure with two runners in scoring position. He does have the one open base to work with if needed.
Here comes Anthony Santander in a big spot. He's already homered in this game. And that's in there for strike one. Two on, two outs. Oh, and this one gets away. Runners stay where they are. That's ball one. Pitch gets away. But no advance from the runners. Two down. Fouls it back with two strikes. Swing, and he popped it up. Westburg settles under it, and that's the third out. Blue Jays leave a pair, and they trail it here 2-1.